probably 75 to 100 people. So I got contacted by this blogger, social blogger out of San Francisco that was working with Ben at the time to try to get people to come in. So I was in Utah at a conference I was supposed to be talking, and my slot was changed. And when I questioned why did my slot change, that's what they told me. There's this guy, his name is Ben. He has an awesome platform. He's trying to get people on it and stuff. I think we really need to talk about it. And I said, well, okay, so introduce me. So they introduced me to Ben, and he told me what Pinterest was about. And I said, oh, my God, that is brutal on steroids. So I still use that phrase. And when I told him that, he's like, he wasn't aware of Kabuto, what Kabuto was and stuff. And I told him and all that. And that's how I got onto the Pinterest.
Can I?
A lot of the that I've done.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
As Pinterest has been growing.
We need to.
So,
Maggie,
all my information is not from reading Mashable.
Okay.
All my information are from being a part of the team and trial and error.
Mm-hmm. Maggie, we're going to interrupt just a second. We need you to stay in front of the mic there. We lost you a couple times. So I don't know if it's again, we love technology, but sometimes it kind of fades out a little bit. So I think maybe the line or just stay right there in front of the phone. So yeah, because this information is phenomenal and I don't want to have anybody miss anything that you share today. So, definitely, I see exactly what you're saying as far as the involvement. And I know that I've read somewhere that our subconscious actually reads or thinks visually.
Our mind stores information in images.
So this is where I see this so strong. So this is great.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can now. Yes, much better. Thank you.
Everything's excellent.
Okay, perfect.
So
perfect.
do
yes,
continue.
This is how I think we have a lag.
A little bit there. Yeah, but go whenever you hear this on the lag, go ahead and continue. We loved what you were saying. We want more and more and more and more.
Oh, okay. Well, once you understand the foundation and you understand the history of it, it makes so much more sense. But you're going to be hearing all kinds of crazy data that people are spouting out, and these are all data that wasn't Mashable. I know you guys are going to hear me talk about Mashable a lot. I don't have anything against Mashable, but my issue is a lot of people are talking about Pinterest and they're reading this stuff from Mashable that are really, really old. They're reading data that's from 2010, not 2010, from 2011, 2012, that no longer is applicable.
Where would you advise them to make sure that they're staying current with what's happening with Pinterest? Obviously following you, correct?
That is true.
So if you
but another really great place is Pinterest has been doing a really great job on their blog and putting the data, putting the information out there. So that is another great place. I keep up with all the latest information that's coming out, all the studies and everything. So that is one of the things that you're going to be seeing a lot on the blog when you go to cascadeavenue.com/blog.
Okay, great. That's good to know. And I'll get this information up on our Social Radio Show page later today so that people are aware where they can go and make sure they stay current. And, of course, I have your website up there. If you want to just give a shout-out of what your website is and where people can connect with you so that they can definitely stay more up to date with everything that's happening, too, go ahead and do that. We'll have you do that a couple times today. But go ahead and give a shout-out right now.
That is awesome. Where you can find me so many places, but the best place to find me is at cascadeavenue.com, so which is Cascade, C-A-S-C-A-D-E, Avenue, fully spelled, AVENUE.com, and /blog. And also you'll find mini courses. You'll find all kinds of really great information that I share. Not only do I talk about Pinterest, I talk about business marketing, best practices, and also self-care about getaways, trips, places that you should go in, because you know what, we all went into business for the idea to be able to travel and do different things, be with family and so on. So you'll find all that information. Cascade Avenue is the hub of where you want to be. So That's where I would suggest you guys head to. Now let's get back to Pinterest.
Yes.
So here's one thing that substantiates what I said about Pinterest being a search engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pinterest is currently experiencing over 2 billion monthly searches.
Wow.
Now,
2
when you
billion?
think about those 2 billion with a B.
Wow.
2 billion searches are being done or made on Pinterest. So the search function on Pinterest is bar to none. You cannot find this type of results outside of Google on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, because they have invested so much into the search function that it is such a plethora of great information that you can literally spy on people legally on Pinterest.
A little marketing espionage going on here.
There you go.
I
You can literally do it right there for free.
Cool. That's cool.
For free. So let me give you another stat that's really going to blow your mind right now. So we talk about how there's 2 billion searches a month, but think what people are searching for. People think that it's only about products, but in reality, it's not only about products. Services are part of it too. So when people say that people are only looking for recipes and so on, that couldn't be further from the truth. So it's not just about recipes. It's about people go in there to organize their thoughts, to organize and see the things that they want. They look for their future.
Mm.
They go in there for inspiration. So when you're looking at Pinterest, it's not just about that. Did you know in 2015, Pinterest referred close to 15 billion with a B raffles brands on Cyber Monday?
Directing them.
Now, when I think about these numbers, I you know what? I am not a greedy person. I would love to have at least 500 million of that. You know, I'm not asking for 15 billion. I'm just asking for 500.
And it was on Cyber Monday, right? So people definitely online shopping, and they were using Pinterest as the search engine to take them to where they could purchase.
Yes, and I'm going to blow your mind about there's over 150 million users on Pinterest currently. 97% of the people that pin something on Pinterest result into 93% of a purchase, meaning 1 out of 4 images on Pinterest that are pinned on Pinterest result into a sale. And not only that, Pinterest has introduced the shopping cart, where you can purchase things on Pinterest directly now.
Mm-hmm.
No other platforms is doing that. So,
well, and does it? I know we'll probably jump around. I know you're going to share so much information about Pinterest and get more into detail like that. But are you allowed to put prices on your pins then, or do you have to actually put description and take them to where, like say on your website or your shopping cart, where you show the prices? What is allowed?
You can put prices on Pinterest. You can put prices on your description. Here's what I would suggest that everyone do. When you're creating your pin, make sure that your pin has the proper keyword. Remember, we talk about the fact that Pinterest is a search engine now, right?
Yep, that's correct.
So you want to be able to optimize the images that you are using by making sure that you have the proper keywords, which is something that we go into the coaching program. We have the coaching program, Pinterest coaching program, that's going to be launching in the spring. Okay. And we go step by step on how to use Google as your IV to your Pinterest account, how to get into the search engine on Bing, on Yahoo, on Google, just by making sure that you follow the proper steps of making sure that you have your keywords, you've done your keyword research, you have entered it in there, and we're going to show you use a hashtag or not using hashtag. So all this information, we go step by step. So this is not a program where you go in and we're spouting ideas. This is step by step. We take you by the hand and we say, here's that button. Click on that button. Here, you go here. You do this. This is what you enter. This is where you go in. And then we show you how to look at the report so you see where your ROF. So we're not looking at ROI. We're looking at ROF. ROF is what we're trademarking is return on your finishing. So you start that project and you finish it up so that way you can see the results. Entering prices is a great way, but there's also rich pin on Pinterest. What I'm saying to you is this platform has so much available that to lead your business and generate clients that a lot of the marketers, a lot of people are not using it properly. And that's what I'm an advocate for.
Exactly.
Teaching the proper way of
Exactly.
using it and generating. Let Pinterest do the heavy lifting for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still
Oh, okay. Well, no, exactly. And that's why I emphasize to so many of our listeners that you definitely want to connect now with Maggie and find out when this spring, is it a boot camp, right, or a coaching program? Do you have a registration link up on your website yet for this?
Currently, we do not have the registration. What we have right now is the mini course that teaches you how to use images, how to create images, how to use free software online to create images so that way you're creating a disruption in the market. Once you get that part set up, then the next step is Dan is learning how to use it, not only on Pinterest, but you use it on any other platform on your website and so on. So this mini course is called Sparkle and Shine, and it's going to walk you through step by step how to create disruptive images, how to add glam and glamour to your images so that way you separate yourself from the marketplace.
And that's,
so that is the mini course, and that mini course is only $49, and it's on our website.
okay, great.
And for your listeners, when they purchase the mini course, what we're going to do, a special for WCN, we're going to give them an extra 10 texture to help them with their image designing for their marketplace.
Oh, fantastic.
So now that you have that, there's a couple of things that you really, really, really need to do when you get on Pinterest. First, you need to understand that any businesses can be on Pinterest. The only businesses that cannot be on Pinterest, there's only a few of them. It's escort services. Anything that has to do with the porn industry cannot be on Pinterest because it'll be shut down.
Okay.
And the second thing is spamming. Spamming meaning that there's nothing worse that you go on our website and you look at this image. This is a great image, and it's like, oh, it's a beautiful flower arrangement. It says DIY flower arrangement, and then when you click on it, it takes you to a weight loss thing for cellulite.
So
I mean, who wants that?
Exactly. It's the same with a Facebook ad. Don't mislead people. It's the quickest way to lose them and to lose credibility completely. So totally get that. Make sure you're consistent with your marketing so you get better results.
Exactly. So those are the two things that you cannot do on Pinterest. But outside of that, Pinterest is the wild, wild west. Practically every single month they update their TOS. And there's really not much that doesn't go on Pinterest, but I cannot talk enough about that platform.
I love your passion. I mean, I'm so excited just listening to you. I don't want to say a word. I just want you to keep talking because you're so passionate about it. But I do have a few questions that were actually texted to me earlier today that kind of goes along with what you're sharing. And one of the questions is somebody was confused about the secret board. Why would someone want to have a secret board knowing that it is a search engine? How would someone use that, or is it really necessary?
Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you something. I mean, if you think I'm passionate about Pinterest, wait until I start talking to you about secret boards. Let me tell you about secret boards and why you should have secret boards. First of all, you're going to run into things that you want to use it for later. Okay, let me explain it in a very clear way. The secret boards are my notepad.
Ah.
Simple as this.
Like
it's my
that.
notepad.
I like that.
So instead of